Hey guys, Marshmallow Chomp here, back with another live stream, and today I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. It's been a long time since I've actually done a video or live stream on this game. So, as you've read the title, you are gonna know that I'm gonna be playing today in the Kyber Corp Cup. Just to start it all off, I'm gonna open a Neo Impact pack, Chopman, Phantom Cricket, Dragon Seeker. None of that is what I'm looking for, but hey ho. It reduces the packs, it means I'm getting closer to what I do want. If you're wondering what I am wanting, it's Magical Merchant for my Naturia. No, not Naturia, Sylvan deck. Here we go. That's not complete at all. I probably won't have a lot of them cards in at the end anyway. But that's not what we're focusing on today. Today we're in the Kyber Corp Cup, and we're using Gladiator Beasts, probably my best deck right now. Every time I install the game I have to restart, so that's why I'm missing a lot of things. And yeah, Gladiator Beasts, I think they're so cool. And they're not the strongest in the game by any means. You've got things like Light Sworn out there, Dark Magician, back a few months back when Invoked weren't restricted in any way. But here we go. Here is my Gladiator Beast deck. The only thing I'd change is maybe add another one of them so he's not such a dead draw, because you can still get one out. But I don't know. In fact, sure, why not? Let's just add one now. Nah, never mind. I don't know. We'll test it out. I might change it later. I've been running this setup for a while, and it seems to be alright. The only problem is if you draw too many spells and traps, and not any monsters. Anyway, let's get on with the Kyber Cup. I've not done my 4 duels today even, so I definitely need to do them for the 50 gems and free pack. Because the 50 gems, if you're buying old packs, is 2 packs. Now, if I'm only looking for a common, I obviously want 3 of them, I've got 0. But that's a pretty high chance of getting at least 1. So is this a Dark Magician player? That's all I could get from the picture. You'd think, oh, Joey, red eyes, a bit annoying. But nah, I've seen many Joey with red eyes. I'm going second, which is good for Gladiator Beasts. He's using Life Point Boost Alpha, which could be a bit of a problem. That's a decent hand. That's actually really good. The fusions I'm running, I've got pretty much one of every fusion, apart from the newest one, because I don't have that new UR effect monster. Now that face down could cause me a bit of a problem. Right, so for starters, I'll set Indomitable Gladiator Beast. And the main reason I run that is for, not really the surprise 500 buff, it's more so because it can recycle cards in the grave back into the deck. And when you've got Augustus in your hand and he's pretty useless and you have to force him into grave, that's really good to get him back into the deck. Gladiator Beast War Chariot, very good card. I'd say it's the best out of that parry and disarm, but they're all really good. I don't use parry, however. You might think, well, traps are really well used, so why wouldn't you use that? I've swapped out my parry for a wiretap. You can argue both are better because of the activation condition on parry is actually can be beneficial. But I mean, if you don't have any cards in your hand to get rid of and shuffle for parry, then you're just not going to be able to use it at all, and then it's a bit useless. But it can stop the whole Augustus dead draw thing, because you can shuffle an Augustus into your hand and stop a trap at the same time. So it's really preference based on what you want to use. In fact, I reckon looking at this is going to go into a synchro, so I might just bring out Augustus right now, honestly. Now, I could bring out Bestiari through Augustus effect to destroy the face down. I'm not going to do that for one reason. Because if I can have my Augustus stay alive, then I can pop out the synchro and destroy 2 cards before going back into 2 separate Gladiator beasts, which is very useful. And basically, the way I run my deck is I try and get into that fusion as early as possible where I can pop 2, get rid of 2, then, because it doesn't let you choose Bestiari as one of the 2 that you can turn that fusion back into, I go for Augustus and Hoplomous. The reason I do that is because Augustus is dark, so if they're running Dark Magician with Palladium Oracle Magician, they can do a 5k buff and attack you, which you don't want to see. So that if they do manage to get that, you've not got a weaker attack monster there as well. You can still block an attack. But if all goes well, and you keep both monsters, then you get 1 more Gladiator Beast, and you bring out this guy. His special effect, and a batter, is to bring out a level 7 or lower, which is Geysaris again. So you can bring out Geysaris, then Andabatter plus Geysaris next turn, and then just keep going through this combo over and over until you just eventually win. Now, unfortunately, I don't... Oh, he's made a move. I thought he's just going to be one of them where they think they've lost, so they just kind of sit there for ages. Oh, that could be nasty. So it does look like he is running Red Eyes. Archfiend, if he can pop off the Gemini this turn with something like Supervise, that would be bye-bye Augustus. He's ending his turn though, so that is good. I can... Hopefully he doesn't have, like, Floodgate in his back row, and I can bring out Geysaris. I am running Beatdown. I'd probably say the Tie That Binds is better, but like I said, because I've reset recently, I don't have that. But it can buff your fusions if you need to, like, be over a Dark Magician for, say, if you don't have your field spell out. And because Geysaris is 2400, so the plus 300 would let you take out a Dark Magician. But yeah, like I said, Tie That Binds would probably be better. Right, so here we go. Geysaris getting the double pop right here. It's so great to just... It's so satisfying when all this works. So yeah, you want to kill Red Archfiend, and then the back row as well. Something I also really like is that you don't have to destroy 2. So you can decide to just destroy 1 and then save, like, having to destroy one of your cards accidentally. Hey, Return of Red Eyes. Oh wait. When it's sent to grave, you can target a Red Eyes in your grave. Special summon it. Now if he puts it in defense, that's fine. If he puts it in attack, I'm going to have to use Indomitable. But that's alright, because Indomitable, like, belongs in the grave almost. I want to save my Beatdown in case... Oh, he's put it in defense, so... Bit of a dumb move, but if he's new, you gotta cut him some slack. He might be really new, just bought the structure deck in a few packs and not really know what he's doing. And if that's the case, you just gotta give him some space a bit, don't you? Or her. I'm just saying he, because he's playing... Well, they're playing as Joey. Might be a she. You can also tell... Oh, is their internet gone? This is a very common occurrence at the moment, because, as you all know, as everyone's inside now, because of what's happening, basically everyone's on the servers, which makes everyone get kicked. You probably get kicked a lot as well. Yeah, see. They may have quit, they may not have. I don't think of them any worse if they did. But that was the first match. That was looking to be a win, despite the disconnect. I don't know, they, like they always do in the anime, you can win at any point, but that was favouring towards me, because I'd just destroyed all his setup, basically. Although he was pulling out a Red Eyes. But, like I said, I have Beatdown and Indomitable to counter that in that duel. So, it looked as if I was winning that one at that point. But that was duel 1, 1 win. I've also got a insect deck that I was doing this with, sometimes it's good, but then sometimes you just, like, it's a bit weird. You go through a win streak and then through a lose streak. It's a bit weird. It's very outdated. That's why the deck's not very good, so I've decided to start using that in ranked duels, whereas I use my full actual deck of Gladiator Beasts in Capcom Cup. Right, Yubel. Does that mean we are seeing a Yubel ritual deck? Or, since it's Jaden / Yubel, maybe a Neos deck? I don't know. Well, they've got an extra deck, so that doesn't actually mean anything. Like, if they've done auto build, it just shows like Ojama King for no reason in there. But they probably will have something like Grand Merge, which is a very strong card. I'm second again, which is good. Ooh, Solid Soldier. I got that with my Super Red Dream ticket. Good card. Alright, so they're getting the double summon right off the bat, which isn't pleasant. Ooh, Blazeman. I don't have that structure deck. Never had it. The amount of times I've run heroes and I've never had that structure deck. It is a bit weird, but when you're running just Grand Merge, like, as your core, you don't really need it. How's my internet going now? Better not kick me. Oh, it seems to be fine now. Right, so get Cage of the Gladiator Beasts down. Get Normakia down. And Indomitable. I've actually got a really good one for Normakia, because shuffle a Glad Beast and then it combines their attack and defense for their attack stat. Also, if it's destroyed, your monsters become invincible. But Murmillo you don't want in your hand unless you're using Augustus. But seeing as they're not very strong monsters he's got right now, I'd rather use Murmillo to shuffle for that effect. Right, so what's Solid Soldier's game? You can target a hero and you... Oh, wait. If this card is sent from a monster to grave by spell, target a hero in your grave except Solid Soldier, summon it in defense. So he's basically used his main effect already. Blazeman, if you got anything... I think it's like a copy in it. First, if you do this card's attribute, attack and defense become the same. Alright. So, just in case he copies a fusion, I only skim red, I don't know if he can. But if he can, I'd rather get rid of that first. Also, he has the higher defense stat, so if he has some sort of combine like my trap, I'd rather him not. Alright, so let's pop into Augustus. Since he's running heroes, that hopefully means no Palladium. Get the plus 100 counter on my field spell. It's not the best field spell, but it is very useful. Like, if you keep getting good chains... No, I'm keeping Murmillo. Yeah, if you keep getting good chains, then oof, you can skyrocket your attack. My only complaint is most token cards can just remove a token to keep the card safe, whereas with this, you need another copy of the field spell in your hand to sacrifice. Now, that has its ups and its downs, definitely. Because on the upside, you're keeping your tokens, despite it only being 100 attack anyway. But you still get your tokens. But on the... but it does mean it's easier to destroy. However, yeah, here we go, I've got it safe now. It does mean running multiple copies won't lead to dead draws, because it is protection. Right, so at the moment, I can't really go into any... Like, I don't really want to go into this guy. I hardly use him. I've used him a couple of times for a win. These need 3, and, yeah. That means Bestiary. So, I'll throw Murmillo out for a swap, or a trap bait. Hopefully, it's not Drowning, because Drowning isn't the worst against this deck, because they do want to be inside the deck. But you don't want an empty field, do you? So hopefully I'm not going straight into a Drowning Mirror Force right here. But I wouldn't be surprised. What's that? Enemy controller. Mask change. Wait, hold up. What element are you? Attribute rather. Earth. Diane. I actually have that in real life. Right. Don't do it yet. See what it becomes. If it is Diane. It should be. I can't remember his attack though. 2800. Can I use Indomitable? You gonna let me? Oh, what's he could do? Solid Soldier, what? He just brought Blazeman back. Yep, Indomitable, buff up Augustus. You know what to do. Make him regret that mask change. Yes, continue. Ooh, nice. He's got a very shiny one. Can't remember what they're called in Duel Links. Holographic, I don't know. Now, do I run Mamillo and take 900 for the sake of a swap? I think I do. Just to get Hoplimus, because I'd rather 2400 defense over 900 attack on my field. Right, quick end, because, yeah, something that you run into is your turn's taking ages. Oh, damn it, I played it wrong. Should have gone Augustus into Hoplimus, Mamillo into Augustus. Ah, well. Righto. I'll just not change Augustus. I mean, you want to change them, but I played that wrong. It should be alright, because Augustus wouldn't have used his effect anyway, so it's not any different. No. So far it's looking quite good. Only damage I took was damage I chose to take. We've still got Normakia, but I don't have a Glad Beast in my hand to shuffle. That's the only problem. If he destroys it, though... Wait, does it have to be face up? No. If he destroys it, I do get one turn invincibility on my team. He's running Avian. I wouldn't do that. I'd try and get Sparkman with your rare tickets if you wanted to run it. Although, does it have to be wind? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. I've not seen Great Tornado being played before. It's good for you. Halve the attack and defense of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. That's not good at all. Yeesh, that's gonna be... Yeah, he's got all the rich heroes, like... Although he has been... His account's been here for ages. Don't disconnect me, will you? I'd rather you don't. Oh no, what's he doing now? Oh, now he's getting mask change. Poison Blast or something. Poison Blast? Can't remember. I doubt he'll change it into that because he's got 2800, but... I mean, he can. Didn't mean to get comments though. Oh no. No, 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 no. Wounded Hero? I used to use Hero Flash, by the way. What the hell's Wounded Hero? Oh, wait, you can check, can't you? Play one element of hero from your deck and attack with an attack equal or less than the... Oh, okay. He's getting double. Jeez. So he's wiped my field and I've got an empty hand. And he's got 2 strong fusions. I may have lost this one, guys. Wait, what's he do? Bruh! He just keeps destroying his attack. He's got 700. I'm going to take 2,100. That's going to leave me on 1,000. And then I'm also going to lose Hoplimus. Oh, it's return to end, so I can't even stop that. Yeah, this dude's got way too many good cards. I can't use Normakius still. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if it isn't. Lacquerai. Well, that ain't gonna do it, is it? Bruh. That's game. There's no I can do. Oh my god. Just let me die. Now feel free. Because I'll just do that. Ooh, Indomitable! Yes, this could save me. I doubt it. I don't think I can duel at the moment. Get both them back in my deck. Although, wait, it's when they summoned. Ah, so they can't do all the halving now. That would be a 23. Oh, I should have used it just there and then. Bugger. Because now he's just going to attack me with Great Tornado instead, innit? Yeah. I am on a... Yeah, I've not had the game back for ages, so do expect many mistakes in my plays. Bro, why? Ooh, actually... Yeah, you want to destroy that, don't you? Yeah. I shouldn't have shown him, to be honest. Don't know what I'm doing. Just gonna sit and have a nice read. Stop. Let me use it, let me use it. So he can do 500, but I can swap after that because he's invincible. Come on, give me more time, will you, game? Augustus? No one else is really going to do it at this point. What do I do with Darius? Right, I can kill Great Tornado now. Do I swap? There's no point in swapping right now because he'll just be a weak monster for Blast to kill. So I don't think I can swap. I could go into Hoplamus. But that wouldn't matter because all it'll do is give me a token, but he can just pay 500 to rid of my field spell. Nope. I wish there was like infinite time, but then I also don't. Because people just sit there for like years. Yeah. Yeah, so there's no point in Hoplamus, that's alright. Although it would have been defense. Oh no, never mind. Okay. Let's just hope I don't run into Summit with huge defense. Yep. So finally he's out of the game too. Well, he's not, he's in the grave. That does not mean anything nowadays. Alright, that's dead. Alright, I don't know who that is though. Oh my god. So he does run Evian quite well. I didn't even know that were a card. Phantom Magician. What the hell? Who do I go to? I'll just go for my classic Hoplmus and Augustus. I wish Archfiend's Shield was a quick play, so you could just pop it out as a invincibility, because if it goes to your hand at the end of the turn, then there's like no point. Like if your monster gets shuffled, because then it's like, well, it's not staying there for their turn kind of thing. Right, here we go. This time is pushing me. I swear, if the time kills me when I'm about to get the comeback of the century, that is going to be so saddening. I bet this dude thought he'd won, because I thought he'd won. I managed to do a very good comeback. In fact, my hand's shaking right now. Come on, give me a monster. Yep, thank you. Time for fusion time. Add a batter. Attack mode. Quick time's gonna kill me. Got 20 seconds. Yes, and a batter. Sorry, not add a batter, and a batter. Use this to get Gyzaurus. Attack mode, quick. Yes, I want to use his effect. Pop his 2 monsters. That's 1. Quick, let me go into number 2. Stop rushing me for time, will you? Go into battle. Gyzaurus, go. Please don't have a sphere creep. Oh, yes! That was an amazing comeback. That was incredible. In fact, I might actually upload this one match as a separate thing, like its own video. So I'll save the replay. Send him a nice, because that was a good match. Very good. That's probably the most intense match of this account. So yeah, that was very good. Ho 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 ho. That was quite amazing. So today I've won 2 of 2 matches. We're going into match 3. I may only do the 4 matches because that one did take a while. Like what time we're on, yeah. So probably. I wish I could have put in more matches, but like I said, that one took ages. That was so intense. This dude's completed events. He's got, oh, he's going to be a Blue Eyes player. If you don't know, I hate Blue Eyes. It's just, there's so many ultra rares that are way too strong. Like in comparison to most decks. This is not a good hand. And I'm first. That means I won't play my field spell as well. Don't want to reveal my archetype yet. But yeah, there's too many ultra rares that are just really easy to use and just destroy with. Yeah, he's using it. Oh, I just thought, if he can bring out 3000 instantly, why have I just left my field open? Yeah, I've lost already. Yeah, there's just so many cards that are right easy to get and are so powerful. It's the sheer, like, versatility of it. It's just impossible to... Well, it's not impossible. I beat my fair share of Blue Eyes decks, but it's just one of them that is pretty annoying, and it's never really not going to be a top deck. Okay, so he only brought out Blue Eyes. Great. That was beautiful. Yeah. Can't really do it, can I? Sorry, Bestiary, you're gonna take one for team. And probably lose as well. Bruh. I'd say going first is not helpful for Glad Beasts. He didn't bring anything else out, so that's alright. Okay, Test Ape, that's not bad. That's 2 blocks if needs be, or a block and a special, which can then go into a fusion, and it's also +1 token on the field spell. Most Glad Beast users do not use Test Ape because they don't get to use their effect, because Test Ape isn't a Gladiator Beast technically. But I find him very helpful, so I do use him. Oh, it has to be level 4 or lower though. Because, yeah, if it was, if it did use their effect, that'd be OP. You'd just be popping off like Momillo all the time, and Bestiari would be destroying the back row. The reason I brought him out, again, is I'm hoping for a monster to then bring out Geysaris, kill both them, whew, then we're sorted for a direct attack, I think. Yes! Oh, never mind. They can summon a Blue Eyes. That's very yeah, you see what I mean. That card is just so annoying. Kill it, bring out a Blue Eyes and stop it. Use an effect to kill it, bring out a Blue Eyes and stop it. You know? There's just no winning against that thing. I don't know. What can I do? What can I do? Like, if I kill Blue Eyes and then don't attack, then they can just pull out a not a fusion, a synchro. Or just save up for a Blue Eyes. But if I do kill it, then they just get a Blue Eyes. And then that's a synchro. Okay, so I won't kill it, because it's when a card or effect is activated that targets this, you can special summon Blue Eyes from your deck or grave. What do I do then? This one card is just destroying me right now, and it doesn't even have any attack. The good thing about Disarm is that it doesn't have to be a monster like most return to the deck things. So you can use the shield, Indomitable, the field spell, pretty much anything. Because that's a free summon, innit? Yeah, that's a free revival. I'm not letting him get that, because he'll just kill Geysaris. Oh... Okay. Okay. I mean, they could crash, but I don't really want them to die. I noticed it said only once per turn. So if I attack with a little dude and then... Well, I can just attack with 2 monsters, right? I'm ending my turn because if needs be, they'll pull out a Blue Eyes and then I can crash and get them both killed rather than just me take damage. If not, then I can kill something else. Like if he brings out Dragon Spear of White and I still keep my Indomitable. That'll kill that. Then I can go into 2 monsters. That's not what I wanted. I just want a monster, please. I'm just gonna pass again. This one card. Ugh. I mean, I could just stall until he runs out of cards. That'd be 11 turns. Okay, I'll kill that. Then I can go into 2 monsters.
Nope, the comments button is literally on the back arrow. Just chilling. Ah. Okay. I think I go for the set monster, take that down, get one extra counter for Augustus with the quick play spell to be able to be over a Blue Eyes. So I'll try and bait him. If he activates something now, I do have Wiretap. But that's a spell. That's a big pain. That has just ruined literally everything. And I don't know how I didn't see that coming. It's like the most used card ever. It's not, but like everyone on Duel Links uses it. I don't, but you know what I mean. So what to... Oh! Dragon Spirit of White. I knew he was coming. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked. Well, I should have. Really? Really? You've got to destroy Indomitable. Why? Oh, it's banished as well, so it can't even use its second effect. You just rendered loads of cards useless there. I hate Blue Eyes so much. I hate it with a passion. Wait, what? Since when did he get in the grave? Yep, destroy my thingy, wiretap, and kill me directly. He gave me an extra counter. Bet he didn't like that. Oh, why didn't he attack? Could try and bait him to kill that. That should have been the monster. I don't know why I did that. I thought that was the monster. Doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, so it's any monster that's special summoned from the deck. So like he just did then, it actually gave me an extra counter on my field spell. I mean, it's useless at this point, but it's useful to know for when you're going against a Blue Eyes and you're in a better position than I am. And you use that field. That card again. Everyone's favourite card. He's just going to go into the Synchro, make dragons invulnerable to effects, and thrash me. Or just attack me and thrash me. That's GG's. If only I had a monster, I could have shuffled. That wasn't Test Ape or Test Tiger. Could have shuffled, got the 2800. Baited his Dragon Spirit of White. But you win some, you lose some. That's just how it is. Luck of the draw. And unfortunately, I wasn't very lucky. Right, so one more duel today. I'll upload a highlight, which was that last, the one against, what's his name, Cool Justice. That's really fitting for a hero deck. I like that. Yeah, I'll upload that, because I think something that I could do is if I keep doing these streams, then also upload a highlight match of every few streams, or so. Because you might think, why not every stream, but I mean, if it's getting to the point where it's just an alright match, then there's no point. It has to be an actual really good match, like that other one. You know? So it has to be worth a highlight video. They're not going to be using that one where they just get Gate Guardian instantly, are they? Oh, I love the Paradox Brothers so much. I have a DVD of the episode where they were in. And they're also in GX as well, against Cyrus and Jaden. Oh wait, no, I remember this being like a weird meta deck kind of thing. Like, it wasn't used loads, but I think they had to nerf the skill or something in some respect because everyone was using it. Same with the Parasite Infestation. I've not seen these in ages, and I hate these as well. I hate a lot of the top decks. You will find that out. I don't like Red Eyes, don't like Blue Eyes, don't like Subterra. Light Sworn, I've only been against them once, and they killed me, like, instantly. I just chucked all the deck into grave and then just got loads of this big wolf thingy. That was very annoying. Right, so that's flip banish, isn't it? Yes. I'm just gonna go for a test tape, you know? Don't really know what to do. I mean, I could test Tiger Mamillo and then kill it. Test Tiger Bestiary, kill the face down over there. But a bit risky, innit? Because then you've just got a pretty weak monster all out in open. So I'm just gonna set test tape and roll with it. Gonna banish my test tape. Bit extreme, but it's just sub-terra for you. Yeah, Metaphys. I've won over 50% of my duels against Metaphys, which I'm quite proud of, because they're a very tricky deck. It's almost as if it's a different card game with Metaphys, but they are kind of annoying, not gonna lie. But like I said, I think it was 6 Samurai and Super Heavy Samurai that I used to beat them a lot. Because my main deck for each account has gone Gladiator Beasts, Heroes, Koeki Meru, before I didn't use that Max one that got banned. Oh, I've lost. There you go then. Yeah, that Max one that got banned, Maximus I think, but I used them from that set before they were big with Taya, which was pretty funny. I enjoyed it though. No one really knew what were happening. Then after that, it was 6 Samurai, then Super Heavy, and then back to Glad Beasts. Yeah, I hate sub-terrors. I don't like aromas. Aromas are annoying. They just... I mean, and Gravekeepers, they're quite annoying. It's mainly just Quintet Magician and Gravekeeper's Descendant though. Like, if them two got banned in some form, like limited to 1, that'd be pretty good. I also think for Balancing of Light Sworn, that big creature thing should be limited to 1. Because they only need 1, and they'll still be very good. So why do they need 3, you know? Yep, so I didn't do very well there. I usually get 100% out of 4, but I only got 50. But like I said, luck of the draw. Not only with how you actually draw your cards, but with what you go against and stuff like that. Gladiator Beasts aren't the greatest, but they're very good against Dark Magicians, which is very well used at the moment. Things like Chocolate Magician Girl aren't really a worry, because unlike that Maiden with the Eyes of Blue, that can be destroyed by effects and not have any consequences. So, yeah, that's new. So, yeah, the deck's good. I'd recommend it. But if you're just wanting to not have a challenge and not really use anything original, just go with something that everyone uses. If you want to be cool, in my eyes, I respect players who don't use meta decks, like me. Because Gladiator Beast definitely isn't meta. But yeah, if you use a obscure deck, like Primal Burst, that thing's so cool. Like the cards in that, the Volcanics. If you use an off-meta deck, because I hate the whole... Honestly, I hate the phrase, but no need to bother about that. Yeah, if you use a deck that not everyone uses and are successful with it, that is really cool. That's what I like to do as well. As you can probably... I have that card in real life. As you can probably tell with how I play. The only one that I've ever used that was used a lot... Oh yes, Magical Merchant. Finally got it. Was Super Heavy Samurai. Not Super Heavy, 6 Samurai. But I didn't even have enough Ultra Rares, so that wasn't even very good. Super Heavy Samurai did get a bit popular recently, but I used it back ages ago, you know. And, yeah, the rest are just kind of decks that are really cool. Would I recommend getting 3 of this guy? No, not really. You don't need 3. Yeah, so before I go, I'm going to talk you through cards in my deck and why you should or shouldn't use them. Most of them I've already gone through. So this guy, Darius, you can target Glad Beast in your grave, special summon it, but its effects are negated. And it's shuffled when this guy dies. Why should you use this guy? Basically, if you get Augustus, he's a dead draw. So you want him out of your hand. So whether that's shuffle with something like Respite, Nomakia, Disarm, just anything like that, then you can just shuffle him back into the deck. But if you take him out completely through the effect of something like Sagittari, who gets you a double draw, like a Pot of Greed, but with a sacrifice, then he's in the grave, and then he's just kind of chilling. So there's 2 ways you can get him back out of the grave. One is Darius. He just gets him right back onto your field for a bit, whack him in attack mode. If Darius dies, then he's in your deck, no biggie. Your second is Indomitable Gladiator Beast. Like, the main reason I use it is for the shuffle and return. It's a very good card, it's underrated. Most Gladiator Beasts don't use it, although they just have like 3 of every ultra rare and like 3 of Lacarai, and they're paid for, so they'll have 3 of the War Chariot. I don't. This is for free to plays because I'm always free to play. So that's why you'd use Darius, basically. It's just another option to save your Augustus or any other Gladiator Beast, because don't forget, because you keep cycling out your monsters, you can even go to the effort of saving like a Murmillo or a Bestiari and then just cycling back in. The reason I don't use a lot of him though is because he's not essential for any of the fusions. Like this one needs Augustus, this one needs Bestiari, and although I'd never really use this guy, this one needs Lacarai. So that's why you don't really use 3. Also, like I said, you can just rotate him in and out whenever you want. And he's not in my typical loop of going for Gyzaris, then Augustus and Hoplomys to go into Andabata to bring out Gyzaris again. He doesn't really follow that. I mean, you could change it. You could do the same strategy, but instead of Hoplomys, or you could use Darius instead. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could if you want. Just whatever floats your boat. Lacarai, why do I use him? He comes out at 2100 if from the deck. Also with any tokens on your field spell, very useful. He's just a decent beat stick. He's better than Gladiator Beast Andal, because Andal can't recycle because he's not got an effect. He's very useful. He's not got any downsides being fire, I don't think. Nothing in the meta or what everyone uses really does anything towards fire. So he's just a strong level 4 to pop out whenever you want. And if needs be, for some reason you need to use this guy, who can, I think it's discard to stop a spell or trap. Yeah. Then there you go. There's just a really good fusion. The only complaint is that he is ultra rare, so you will need to buy a few packs. Test Tiger. Why do I use Test Tiger? Well, not only can it be so like if I have 2 Gladiator Beasts that aren't Bestiari and I want a Bestiari for the fusion, I can swap him into that. But Test Tiger also, when it brings the monster back out, adds a token onto Cage and also lets them use their effect. Because contribute this card, target face-up Gladiator Beast, shuffle it into deck, then special summon a Gladiator Beast from your deck as if it was special summoned by a Gladiator Beast. So that means if you swap someone out for Murmillo, that's an instant monster destruction. Swap someone out for Bestiari, boom, that's a straight up back row destruction. So, and something else as well, if you get Murmillo as a dead draw, you can summon Murmillo, shuffle him in with Test Tiger,
and because it doesn't have the downside of like, oh, you can't just summon yourself out again. Because that isn't that monster, you could shuffle Murmillo into the deck, and then bring that same Murmillo out of the deck, and then just do a destruction. So that's very useful. And it's a special summon as well if you control a face-up Gladiator Beast, so it doesn't take up your turn to summon. Hoplamus is just 2400 defense. He's a set at the early game if you don't want to reveal what you're using yet, because obviously if you tell everyone you've got Gladiator Beast, then they're going to get prepared. So if you don't really have a great hand, just slip him in. And also, I've already told you about why I use him in conjunction with Augustus for Underbatter, and he's not dark, so he can protect if Palladium kills your Augustus. Bestiari, essential. You need him for this fusion, which you can only get in the structure deck. I'd recommend that if you want in this deck. It's 1,000 gems, which is a lot, but I got it at the beginning. So basically, you need him for that. That's why I run 3. Also, it's spell and trap destruction, which is very, very useful. Back row is a big pain with things like Treacherous Trap Hole, Floodgate Trap Hole, Drowning Mirror Force, Enemy Controller, because it doesn't have to be a spell and it doesn't have to be a trap, it can just destroy either. Sagittari, I only run 1 because you can only have 1 if you're free to play. 2, also he's not very strong. The only reason I run him is to stop dead draws like Augustus and Murmillo, get him in the grave, and also get some draws off of it. Test Ape I've already gone through. Augustus is just your prime target to get 2600 out there pretty early on. You can't beat most things that instantly get summoned, like Blue Eyes or a buffed up Dark Magician or anything. But with Beatdown and with the field spells and with Indomitable, he should be fine. And also the reason that's better is because you can like lure them in for an attack and then surprise them. So then they've already summoned that turn and then the field's empty. Lannister, I don't use its effect. I don't know whether I should, honestly. It just like banishes a monster which you don't really want, and it becomes that name. I guess it could be useful for Gyzaris if you banish a Bestiari. Actually, yeah, that could be quite good. I should probably use that. Because if you go from Gyzaris into Lannister and Hoplamus, and then turn Lannister's name into Bestiari, I could see how that's a second way of getting it out. The only reason I prefer this is because if you destroy 2 monsters and there's still a monster for Gyzaris to kill, then you do have a 1000 direct damage as well. But that is an alternate way. Feel free to swap that out for something like Lacarai, a copy. Cage, you want to run at least 2 so you can save a cage. If it dies, you can just sacrifice a different one, or if you're not lucky enough to have 2 in your hand, just bring another one out. You don't want 3, because if you have too many spells and traps, you're just going to be doomed. Respite, it's shuffle 2, draw 3. I just use that to stop dead draws again. Rejection, I don't really know why I use this. Like, it stops Glad Beast from being targeted by card effects, but it's apart from the battle phase, which is ideally when you're going to use it. It does let you bring out a second monster when you shuffle him, which is very useful, but they don't get their effect. So if you want in Bestiari and Murmillo to destroy a monster and a spell or trap, you can't. You can only bring out 1 with an effect and then 1 without an effect, basically. It could be good for setting up fusions, but they kind of have to sit there throughout your opponent's turn and just not die, which probably isn't going to happen. Archfiend Shield. Basically, when they've got a ton of strong monsters, you want in Augustus or something, your monster is going to have to, well, you're going to have to take some damage and have your monster shuffled, but that wouldn't work because that monster would die. So what you do is give it Archfiend Shield, let it live, take the damage still, but then you can actually bring it into a new monster. Also, if it's Augustus, you can use its effect to special summon from the hand, maybe pop off on Murmillo or Bestiari whilst you're at it, and get a free destruction. Indomitable I've already gone over. Gladiator Beast, not only does it stop the monster's effect, but it destroys the monster. So there's many times where I've been baiting them. I've just got like a Momillo sat in attack with this sat down. They use like, I don't know, Quintet Magician's effect or something, you know? I'm just like, nah, your Quintet Magician's gonna go. Gonna go? Gonna go. That's an example. I don't think I used it on that, but I've used it on many strong monsters. Wiretap, I've already gone through why this I prefer than parry, because if you don't have anything to shuffle, then parry is useless. Whereas this is more versatile. You can use it without having... So if you have an empty hand, which isn't ideal, but it does happen, you can just use Wiretap. Nomakia, it's again, bait them into an attack, and then just hella buff. Like, it's really good with Hoplamus, especially if you got him the 2400 defense with the shuffle. Then that puts him at 3100 attack, which can kill a Blue Eyes white dragon. So they're going to be like, oh, I can win, I'll attack. And then boom, you've destroyed their Blue Eyes, and they're like, crud. Disarm, it's a free spell negation, and you can get rid of something like Archfiend's Shield instead of a monster if you want. And it can stop something like Silver's Cry, Enemy Controller, Charge of the Light Brigade, anything like that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the matches and my Gladiator Beast deck profile. If you enjoyed, please give a like, because I do want to know whether you guys are interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos. And stay tuned for the stream highlight, because, I mean, if you've seen it already, you know. But if you just want to show your mates or something, such a cool match, then you can just find that rather than the whole stream and going through it. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Hope you're doing well. And don't forget to check out my other Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos, which will be coming soon. Not only Duel Links, but about certain cards. Frag videos. I may do Roblox videos if you really want. And I've also got Mario Kart videos, as well as many other things that may spark your interest. Feel free to ask for a certain video like, hey, can we have something else about the Yoshi tour? You know, just something like that. So then, because I'd be more than happy to make a specific video whilst I don't really know what to make for content with you guys. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.